Hello, people that may or may not be watching. You may have been wondering where I've been the past 3 weeks. I've been here at home being lazy. Let's get right to it, shall we? I've been kind of thinking of how to differently present my videos, and I've been experimenting with a possible post-commentary kind of thing, where I play battle videos back and just commentate over those. So call this a bit of a test video, I suppose. Call this me being lazy, but I see this as a way to just do battles on the side and commentate on them later. And I feel like as the battles are playing and I'm not controlling the Pokemon, I feel like my commentary will flow better and it'll be easier to do for me personally, and it'll help with my commentary skills. Without further ado, let's get to our first match that we have here against someone named Lelouch. I don't watch Code Geass. I just, that's an anime that my brother watches, and I only know about that character because of him. But anyway, let's get to this battle because it was a fun one. You'll see why soon. Anyway, yeah, my opponent's named Lelouch, and I led with, I believe, Lopunny and Naganadel because I saw what my opponent had in the team preview, and I was like, I see the Shuckle and Mimikyu. He's probably going to lead that. So I'm going to lead with Lopunny to get the quick scrappy fake out on the Mimikyu because I see this set and I'm thinking, oh, he's going to Trick Room with the Mimikyu because Mimikyu can learn Trick Room because I have a Mimikyu that can learn Trick Room. So I just use fake out on the Mimikyu, and good thing too because that Shuckle decided to protect. I was assuming he was going to run maybe some sort of contrary Shell Smash set? I don't know. I never found out because I also used Sludge Bomb on the Mimikyu to bring it down to an absurdly low amount of health thanks to that critical hit and getting the nice poison on it. And the Mimikyu flinched, meaning my opponent did nothing that turn and he's about to get his Mimikyu knocked out, and my opponent forfeits. Yep, I will never find out what that Shuckle was so special about. I was thinking maybe a trapping set with, like, I don't know, Infestation and Contrary Shell Smash to boost its defenses, and maybe Power Swap. I'm pretty sure Shuckle can learn Power Swap in order to trade its really bad boosts from the Contrary Skill Swap onto its opponent. But anyway, it was a fun match for the one turn where it happened. All right, this was another match that I thought was pretty fun. And another benefit to this whole post-commentary thing is this way I'll be able to pick out what battles that I thought were fun or entertaining and just commentate on those as I went. And this is another one of those examples against someone by the name of Dax. All right, I honestly don't remember what happened with this battle. I just remember it was fun. So I led with Sableye and Naganadel because Sableye is always a good mon, in my opinion. I don't know why people don't run Sableye more. Actually, I do because of its low base stat totals. But anyway, Prankster is good. Anyway, my opponent leads with Pelipper and Ludicolo for that very basic Swift Swim Ludicolo lead. However, he swaps out the Ludicolo, seeing the Naganadel, and I'm assuming expecting a fake out. There it is, which he called correctly, but I get a Tailwind on the Naganadel, predicting that, of course, Pelipper's not going to be able to knock out Naganadel with a Hurricane. I know that for an absolute fact. I made the proper calculations in case. But, however, my opponent is able to get the confusion from the Hurricane, so I decided to just swap out Naganadel to not take any chances. I bring in Lopunny because that's great against Aegislash. And I tried to get a Will-O-Wisp on the Aegislash, even though I knew it was going to be a specially offensive set, but I missed. And my opponent gets another confusion on the Hurricane. I got so mad at the... I think that's like a 10% chance. Anyway, Aegislash tries to go for a Shadow Ball, and of course it doesn't work on the Lopunny. Now, I know for an absolute fact that this Aegislash is going to use King Shield. I knew that during the battle. I was like, this Aegislash is in Blade form, and I have something that can knock it out on the field. It's going to use King Shield. It's like every time I see my opponent use King Shield, Every time I see my opponent run an Aegislash, I can just predict exactly when they're about to use King Shield. It is so easy. So anyway, I just went for the Thunder Punch on the Pelipper instead because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do anything on the Aegislash, and I just went for Will-O-Wisp on the Aegislash instead because status moves go through King Shield. That's the one failing of Aegislash in general. It's vulnerable to status moves in general. Now, this turn, I decided to go for Leer and High Jump Kick to knock out the Aegislash. I thought that was a really good move, and I'm pretty sure that thankfully, Lopunny snapped out of confusion and landed the High Jump Kick, no less. That was good luck on my part, since High Jump Kick has a relatively unreliable chance to hit. Vikavolt goes for Thunder. That's good synergy with the Rain, and it's going to knock out my Lopunny. I kind of saw that coming, but I really wanted to get rid of the Aegislash. And Lopunny was the only Pokemon on my team that was relatively reliable when it came to getting rid of Aegislash. And my opponent brings out Ludicolo, and I'm just thinking, oh yes, he doesn't know that I have Quash. So I use Quash on the Ludicolo. And rip Ludicolo. Goodbye. Like this part of the battle in particular was just so satisfying because this kind of situation is exactly what I put Sableye on this team for. It's specifically for Pokemon that outspeed my own. Particularly mons like this Ludicolo, Swift Swim, and Sand Rush. And goodbye, Ludicolo. That felt so satisfying, and it still feels satisfying watching over it again. Now, I don't quite remember what this Vikavolt decided to do. Thunder into the Sableye? Pretty sure that's why it went. Yeah, okay. Thunder into Sableye, that's going to knock it out right away. Vikavolt has an insane special attack power. So, it's 2-on-2. Not exactly sure how this is going to turn out. Well, actually, I know exactly how it turns out. At the time of the battle, though, oh, 2-on-1. Okay, anyway, I pretty much had this in the bag because Vikavolt didn't really have anything to reliably take down anything, and Tapu Bulu outspeeds it and goes for the Stone Edge and knocks it out. So, at the time, I was like, well, rip my opponent. There was really no chance for him to win that situation. I just made all the proper, correct calls that I needed to, and it just, everything fell into place. And for another instance of another Rain team, I've been finding a lot of Rain teams on Battlespot, and it's been really satisfying to take them on. And, so my opponent decides to bring in Pelipper and Swampert, obviously Mega. So I see this Rain team, and I'm like, okay, this is a really good team to bring Bulu in. Now, I see Pelipper. I know that Pelipper one-shots Tapu Bulu easily with Hurricane. And I know that Swampert is not going to stay in against the Tapu Bulu. So he swaps out the Bulu, which I expected perfectly. He was probably expecting a Grass-type move to go into it, obviously. So instead, I decided to Mega Evolve with the Lopunny, fake out the Pelipper as soon as we see this ball rolling. Because Lopunny is, in my opinion, one of the better fake out users in the game. It just does so much with fake out. It's ridiculous. And I decided to go for Horn Leech to knock out the Pelipper. Grassy Terrain Horn Leech for the win. Bet my opponent didn't really see that coming, but hey, why not? I think at the time I was assuming the Swampert was going to protect. Or, yeah, I was assuming the Swampert was going to protect. So I just went for a High Jump Kick into the Ferrothorn slot. And I think I used Protect with, I don't remember what I did with Bulu, honestly. I think it was, okay, yeah. I'm surprised that the Ferrothorn didn't go for Spiky Shield. That's what I would have done in that situation, because that, oh gosh. High Jump Kick just clean knocks out Ferrothorn. It is, Lopunny does so much damage, it is just ridiculous. Oh, no, okay, I just went for the Horn Leech for the safe play into the Swampert, because there was really no reason for me to not go for Horn Leech. Anyway, Ludicolo is always a threat, in my opinion, and my opponent just forfeit anyway. I feel like my opponent could have come back, possibly. He had 2 Rain Dance Mons out, but the Rain was going to run out. I think I used Protect with Bulu, and I just went I swapped Lopunny out in favor of either Naganadel, Sableye, either Naganadel or Sableye. So I pretty much had that in the bag. So thank you for watching this very special test video of a new possible system that I'm going at for these videos. I think it is very fast-paced in the commentary sort of spectrum, so I might do a bit more of this. However, no matter what, I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching.